Welcome back to this rampage through the optional endgame content of the Last Remnant. Last time we defeated the Jana Royals and picked up the Crimson Flare Arcana and Mystic Henge formation. I've put that to use. It turns out I did have Rune Ring, you just have to set things up right. This particular union here, if you look at it, has sort of all of the pieces required. So if you look at the base stats that show up, it'll say Variant Formation Rune Ring 3 Unleashed, which means that I get additional bonuses to, essentially the formation just works better. Those are potentially quite powerful, but I've never really bothered with them that much. They're mostly useful if you just happen to have the right setup of people, like I did that time. I really wouldn't build your unions around what you can do as far as formations. There are some times when it would change the value of certain characters. Caedmon, for example, has the advantage that he's a leader without the special attribute. The way these variant formations work is that all these characters have a variety of attributes, and if you sort of meet the requirements, then, for example, Mystic Henge 3, or Rune Ring 3, requires that you have a Savani, a Mitra, a Kisidi, and a Yama. It also requires you have 5 characters with a Mystic attribute, which all these guys have. It requires you have 1 leader without the special attribute, which is Caedmon, and 3 leaders with the special attributes. Special is kind of a misleading attribute, because, well, most of your characters are considered special. Unless you're using soldiers as your primary forces, you're going to have more than enough people with special and not enough people without it. Jägermeister and Baulson are also not considered special. And actually, the not having the special attribute makes them special. Don't think about that too long. But the thing we're here to fight is the idols. Now, we've fought a variety of idols throughout the game. We fought the Fire Idol as an early boss fight. We fought the Lightning Idol as a part of Universe Quest, but, well, that wasn't very challenging at that time. And there's also an Icy Idol, which we will run into later in the story. Yeah, there's not that much story left, so yeah, we'll be seeing it soon. And there's also a special idol for this fight. I'm assuming that this guy's been beefed up since he was, in some ways, kind of the first real boss. But it doesn't look like he was beefed up all that much. You start with just 1, and then they come in as reinforcements. That's a common attribute of many of these endgame fights where they don't have just 1 high-level enemy. If it's multiple enemies, they don't all show up on the field at the same time, which doesn't work well for their purposes, because they have a tendency to die 1 at a time. Yeah, that acid rain attack is really obnoxious. Unfortunately for this Icy Idol, well, here's the, is it Thunder Idol? I can't remember what it's called. Charge Idol. And, it's the one we fought during Universe Quest, so... And I'll have Emmy use 100 flowers to heal up. And everybody else just go on healing. Hunter's Claw didn't get dodged. I'm guessing because it's an insta-kill and not a damaging attack. Not a very good showing for the charged idol. And the special boss here is this divine idol. And by special I mean it might last. Unlike the other ones, it might last more than one round. Yeah, I think I overgrinded. Oh well. Just makes the same game content a little too easy. About 2,000 damage per flower there. It's not bad. And the sad thing is, to a certain extent, we're not even pulling out the big guns. We haven't used any weapons yet. I guess that Tempest insignia could have been kind of dangerous, but, you know. I'm not too concerned. Fulgurate there is just to be charging that attack. Unfortunately, refresh doesn't get the curse. I get one member up, somebody else goes down. What a pain. And I guess this Tempest insignia spam is not too weak. Though, again, we've yet to actually lose a full union. So, I'm still calling this guy pretty weak. Though this curse thing is starting to be annoying. Sadly, grenade impact, even though it's sort of high-level art, doesn't really do that good damage. Well, looks like Jägermeister's group's actually gonna go down. I guess this guy's not a total pushover. I almost feel justified in being as strong as I am on this. Oh, I just have everybody break out. It's not like our morale can get any better. Or any worse. assuming this is a magical attack and protection, I cast my Rune thing. Yeah, no. It did, however, protect against that hunter's call there. Ah, very close. And then back to full. That's the reason Vitalize is so quite so useful, is that, well, it will heal a union from basically dead to basically full. If they're actually dead, it may not work. Well, I mean, this guy's more challenging than the John Royals. He hasn't been threatened yet, but at least, you know, he's doing damage. He may actually be one of the types of enemies where using a Kachexia might be a good way to go around about it, because you get around that end of turn attack, which is really, it's really the only thing he does that's dangerous. Hunter's Call is just so annoying. If you have somebody like Wyngale or Rush who's immune to instant kill attacks, be sure to put them at the head of the union. Even if they don't, like Wyngale, I don't have one other than all of his Arcana that really justifies having him as the head of a union. But it means the union won't botch. Unless, of course, they're pretty much gonna die anyways.
Sweet! I've gotten a little stronger.
I hope I've grown stronger than before. To the fullest.
All that for one jewel steal. You can get a lot more drops from that fight. That's kind of sad that that's the only one we got. But that's the idols. I'll meet you back at the guild. That's pretty much it for the boring side ones. The two that are left are both, well, they're interesting. One is essentially a preview of the final boss, and one is a recap of 6 earlier boss fights all at once. And neither one is trivial, though I think I'll be well prepared for both of them. I think we'll probably do the Enlightened 7 next time, and we're out of time, so we're going to have to wait for it then. So, next time, Enlightened 7 go down, and don't go into my party.